What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to episode 89 of the Bristol Rovers career mode series. And we're going to start today's episode off with going into a game against Chelsea at home, and it's going to be a very difficult game. Chelsea have one of the strongest sides in career mode, no doubt about it. And in this career mode for sure they have a very strong side, which we will see at the moment. But we're going into this episode and I just want to thank you guys for the support as always that you give me on these episodes. It's just absolutely incredible. And if there's not a video up every single day, I know my upload schedule has been a little bit weird at the moment, as we are sitting in 5th position now. I just want to mention on 12 points, which is very good. So currently we are qualifying for the Europa League, but we want to get to the Champions League, of course, and that is our main aim. But you can see there, Chelsea do have a strong side with a lot of young players as well. But if the uploads aren't daily, I just want to talk to you guys about that and the upload schedule. If they aren't daily, it's because I'm trying to get videos prepared for when I am away and I won't be able to make videos, basically. So I'm pre-preparing videos, so if there's not an upload on a certain day but there is on another day, then that'll be why, because I'm trying to get as much content recorded for you guys as possible so that I don't really have to stress about it, basically. But to be honest with you, it may end up being that when I'm away I'm more active than when I'm actually making videos and I'm actually at home and doing all of that. But anyway, you can see we're going into this match and at half time we're getting absolutely demolished by Chelsea. 3 shots on target, none for us. We're getting dominated in possession, 57 to 43. And look at that pass accuracy. It's like Barcelona, 96% pass accuracy. We needed to have a shot in the second half if we had any chance, because we were literally on the defence the whole time. I was just passing it round the back, just hoping that I could have some possession. But you can see there, we were pretty much getting destroyed. And I knew that it wouldn't be any different in the second half as they created more and more chances. Right here, a really good chance for Mata, but unfortunately, the ex-Chelsea player who's now at Manchester United, and of course, he is at Chelsea in this career mode, but that is a fantastic save from George Long. And what a player he's been. I mean, he's such an underrated player for us because, of course, Robert Lainton has been injured and he's really filled in that gap that Robert Lainton has left behind, as Rafael Varane, I do believe there, gets injured. And thanks to Ryan Brunt, actually. So, you know, that's really good. Rafael Varane gets injured, and that's how the game ends. So we draw the game 0-0, and Chelsea have such a strong side. I'll say it time and time again, but on career mode, they have to be the best side in the BPL. No doubt about it. I mean, if you look at the players that they buy, I mean, they're probably the only team in career mode that get decently managed by the AI. And the players that they do have, they've got David Alaba, and playing at central midfield, heaven knows why, as he is a left back. I guess he can play there in his different positions, but it's a little bit weird seeing him there. But they've got a lot of young players in their squad as well, in the reserves and everything. Of course, we bought Christensen off of them. He hasn't played yet, and I don't expect him to play for a while. He's mainly a reserve centre-half, and I'll be playing him then. But you can see, this is fairly worrying for us, because you can see that Cavani is the top goal scorer on 7 goals, but we don't even have anyone in the top 20 of the goals or assists, which is really, really worrying. But at least George Long and Robert Lainton are doing pretty good with their clean sheets, especially George Long. He's really filled the void that Robert Lainton has left since he did get injured. He will be back very soon. It was only 2 months. And he's almost already back. It seemed like last episode that he was injured, but it was a few episodes back. But he will be back very soon as we go into the next game against Tottenham Hotspur at White Hart Lane. It's going to be a very difficult game, as Spurs, they have a completely revitalised side from last year, and they've got a lot of young players. Like I've said, they've got really, really good players in their side. And because I'm Belgian manager, I've actually seen that Nasser Chadli is about 85 overall, which is pretty ridiculous. I think he might be a bit of a glitch player there, as in every career mode there's always 1 or 2 glitch players. But look at this volley from Lamela. What a strike that is. Holtby plays him through, and then he's just set up there. I did not see that coming, and there was no way any goalkeeper in the world was going to stop that. That was an incredible strike, and it just takes so much precision, and accuracy just to get that into the back of the net. It's unbelievable. No goalkeeper in the world would save that, and George Long did very well to try and save it, but unfortunately it did go into the back of the net, and Tottenham did lead here at White Hart Lane, which was a bit disappointing, and they could have even made it 2-0 here. Soldado once again playing through Lamela, and Lamela hits the post. Very unlucky with his weak foot. Could have made it 2-0 there, and that probably would have been game over, because once again in this match we were getting absolutely dominated, and this was my only means of trying to get a goal back. But unfortunately Ryan Brunt's header does go wide. Usually it does work for me, but the defender's Yunus Kabul is just so solid at the back. I mean, he's one of the top quality centre-halves at Spurs in the game. Not in real life, but in the game, let's just say, because his strength, his pace, and everything like that is just too hard to handle. And you can see there, Lamela's goal did separate both of the sides, and we lose the game. So we really haven't started this episode off very well. We've got a draw and a loss so far, only picking up 1 point in 2 games. Not good enough for a team that is challenging for Champions League places, and it just goes to show, last episode we were absolutely dominating, and this episode we're getting absolutely dominated. So it's just FIFA really. It's completely different every single time you play, and you're never sure what to expect really in any games, and that's something that you have to be aware of, especially when you're picking your teams. But we're going to have a look at the squad report now and have a look at the players that have improved. You can see George Long is up to 70 overall, in excellent form. He's been a fantastic goalkeeper, and it's great to see him improving, and he's almost at the same level as Robert Lainton, which is good to see as well. And you can see there's a few players that aren't actually growing whatsoever, such as Tar. I may end up selling him because it's getting quite frustrating when these players don't grow. However, Belek is growing absolutely perfectly. +3, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. It's absolutely ridiculous. John Taylor, I expect him to go up in the next squad report, and it's the same with Josh Murphy, and maybe even Valentino Lazaro as well, because those players have been playing very well indeed. Ryan Brunt is up to 70 overall, which is fantastic to see, and he's got some great finishing stats for a striker, and in-game he's a lot better than that, trust me. If you guys could play with him at full potential as he is now, you'd realise what a player he is. Gerard Hughes up to 73 overall, which is good. And I will be selling a few players in January, such as Robert Hall, because I do realise that he is not growing, and that is a real shame. He's been here a whole year and he hasn't grown a single point. He's got 79 potential. I just don't understand why these players don't grow. It's very, very strange. At least Tommy Hoban, our pre-contract star signing, has started to grow a little bit. But unfortunately, Robert Lainton has dropped off because of his injury to a 72 overall, which is a little bit disappointing. And he is unhappy as well, which would have led to him going down in 1 overall. But that's a little bit of a shame. Frank Doyle is doing well, and he's our only player out on loan. So I'm looking to send out a few more players out on loan, and possibly maybe even sign a few youth players into the squad as well, because our squad is very thin at the moment. If you have a look at our reserves, we don't have many reserve players at all, and the ones that we do have just aren't good enough. I'm trying to sell Josh Southway, and I'm also trying to sell Jurika Susic, I think his name is, and he's the Paraguayan centre-half that I did get on a free agent, I do believe, and he's been god-awful so far, so I'm looking to sell him and make some money and hopefully get another signing in January. Maybe a big money signing would be on the cards, but you can see here, we are going into a game against West Ham United, and we take the lead. Fantastic strike. I've been moaning about how I can't cut inside with John Taylor, but that is a fantastic strike, and a weird kind of wave celebration there. I don't know what he was doing, but anyway, it's a really good goal by him with his weak foot, cutting inside. He's so good at doing that, just fake shotting inside. Well, he didn't even fake shot, he just cut inside with his immense dribbling, and then he just fired it past Henderson into the back of the net. The goalkeeper stood no chance, and we make it 1-0. So we've had a really disappointing episode, but luckily for us, we did get off to a good start. And in the 69th minute here, we had another chance to increase our lead as Bennett plays through James Wallace here. James Wallace goes one-on-one, and James Wallace scores a fantastic goal there from our man at this cam position. I don't know why I did the show respect celebration. It's a little bit weird. He's never really played for West Ham, and I don't know why I did that. But anyway, we extend our lead to 2 there. It's a great goal by James Wallace, and he has been a bit of a weird signing. He has grown here and there in certain stats, but to be honest with you, he's just as bad as some of the others. in the fact that they're not actually growing. But this was a great chance here. Ryan Brunt, fake shot inside. That's a great save from Henderson. And on the rebound, it fell to Michael Smith. Anyone but Michael Smith, please, because he's just got abysmal finishing. He missed an open goal pretty much, and that is a horrible miss. Could have made it 3-0 there and completely wrapped up the game. But anyway, we did win the game 2-0, and that is a good result for us. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode. This is going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed. Be sure to like the video if you have enjoyed, and also subscribe, as I will be uploading pretty much daily every day. But hopefully you have enjoyed. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and also follow me on Twitter for updates, and I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.